I think we're living in an age where there's a lot of receptivity to an interfaith dialogue, and for the first time in my lifetime, I can see that, you know, the world not only needs it, but wants it. If I think, living in my privileged house in Clifton, if I think what's going on up north is not going to affect me, if I think that beggar on the street has nothing to do with me, then I'm ignorant. I'm ignorant of the fact that we are one. I'm ignorant of the fact that it's the law of attraction. If I ignore this person, I am doing harm to myself, and it will come to my doorstep. When I was a college student at Columbia, I was having lunch at a noodle shop, and I was crying over some relationship drama, and I was truly heartbroken. And there was this Chinese man sitting at the next table, and he kept looking at me with these eyes of total compassion. And at first I was irritated, but then I started to engage with him, and he came and sat down and he said, "I see you're crying. What's going on?" And I went on for an hour and a half. And then I said, "Tell me about yourself." Turned out he was one of the student leaders of the Tiananmen Square massacre. He'd fled China. His family were imprisoned. He was studying business administration at Columbia. And what this man had been through, but I said, "How can you care about my trivial problems?" He said, "I see you're in pain. I'm not in pain right now. You're in pain. You need support, And it was so humbling. And I've never forgotten that. We're all born with that compassion, with that understanding of connection, but we lose it as the world, batters us. It doesn't matter what your faith is. If you behave with compassion towards yourself first, I believe, and then towards others, you can't, it's the cornerstone of morality. No one has a right to tell another human being what to feel. I've seen a seismic shift in consciousness and an interest in connecting and spirituality and a desire to unite. I mean, the global village is now. The illusion of separateness is the cause of our misery. After 9/11, I think people became aware of their own ignorance. There's no religion that isn't at its core peaceful and loving and compassionate. There's no religion that says go out there and slay people. We are beyond this. We are privileged to be living in this era. We know better.